right, hey everybody, welcome back to the art room. And today I am going to talk about a little project or activity that you will be doing where we will be making a drawing using our value scale, okay? So now that we have our value scale, we have a plan for how to add shading to a drawing and do it well, do it with some sort of strategy. So now we can draw an object using shapes and lines that we already know about and add value to make it look like a real three-dimensional form with shadow, okay? So today we're gonna look at a simple photograph of an egg, and I am going to draw the egg, but I'm also going to pay attention to the lightness and darkness of those shadows on the egg, or in other words, the values that I see on the egg. And I'm going to try and match what I see in the photograph to what I already have in my value scale to make my drawing look a little bit more realistic. So you are also going to get a chance to draw either an egg or another piece of fruit of some sort that you will look at in the slides after you finish this video. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, so all we need for this activity is a paper, a pencil, and your value scale that you have already completed this week. And of course, I have a photograph of an egg that I have found online, and I'm going to use this for my drawing reference that I'm going to draw today. So what I want to do first is go ahead and just sketch out the outline, that contour line of the shape of the egg. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one's good at drawing a perfect oval or circle. You can touch it up a little bit if you need to. And then there's a very defined shadow beneath this egg. And I just want to go ahead and sketch the outline of that shadow so I can have the shape of the shadow on my paper as well. Now that we have our shapes, I am going to look at the values that I see in the photograph. So there's quite a lot going on here. And the first thing that I notice is right around here, there's this highlight. Okay? So that obviously is going to be the lightest possible value that I see. I'm probably just going to leave that white. Around it, we have the next lightest value. And I'm just going to outline that. And on your value scale, this would be something like a 2. So if it helps you to do this, you could even make a little bit of a 2 right there, just to give you a little guide. I'm also seeing, as the egg gets darker, I'm also seeing different values as we go from light to dark on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and just very faintly outline the next value that I want to see. And that would be number 3 on my scale. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have all the values that I need. Now the shadow, you will notice, is very dark. So now I have a plan or a strategy, and I can really just do kind of a paint by number plan with this. I've got my values over here, they've all got numbers, and I've got my numbers over here that I want to use to fill in the value to make that egg. So let's get started. And you may even need to adjust it a little bit. If you feel like it needs to be lighter, you can go ahead and erase a little bit. Sometimes I even like to erase the outline to make it even look more realistic. So there we have our egg. It's not perfect, but I like how it is representative of those values that I explored earlier in the week. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, you do not have to draw the egg that I drew. You can choose any of the foods that you see in the attachments below. The one thing that I will be looking for is to make sure that you are shading using one of the value scales that you completed on Tuesday. So once you're done, take a picture of your work with your Chromebook and upload it to our assignment. I look forward to seeing what y'all come up with. Thanks, bye-bye.